All right, guys. So today, Christian and I are going to be doing a tier list for all the stories included in DSTLRY's The Devil's Cut #1. DSTLRY, new indie comic publisher, just put out their first offering, and Christian and I are going to take a look at all the different stories, man. We got a tier list from S to D.
11 books. Let's go for
5 books. Let's do it. All right. So this tier list, right? We got the tiers are S, A, B, C, and D. Christian and I thought of, we were going to rank them at first, but that might be a little complex going back and forth. So I figured, you know what, dude, let's just put our brains together and do a tier list style for all the series, all the stories that are included in Devil's Cut #1. This is on the bottom there. You can see Spectregraph and whatever. These are in order of how they are in the book.
Yeah, that's good.
But you have it on the side, so you can flip through and stuff.
Yeah.
The first one, dude, Spectregraph. This is the story that's by James Tynion IV.
Yeah.
Christian Ward was the artist, and Bidikar was the letter. That's another thing I want to note real quick. Yo, Bidikar, I mean, he must be making so much money, dude. He was like the letter in all of these stories, bro.
Yeah, honestly.
He was a busy man, dude.
I do want to say, Kody.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you know I love James Tynion IV.
Yep.
So much so that I have to say his full name every time I talk about him.
Yes, me too.
I'm gonna say A. I'm not gonna put him in S tier.
You going A, dude? All right.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, it's great. It made it into my top 5, but it didn't make it into my top 3.
I feel you.
And
Yeah.
I
think A is fair.
It's a great start for what they're trying to do. It's just not good enough for me to go crazy about it.
This is one of those that I hope continues into a series. I think that could be pretty cool. So for those that didn't get a chance to read it, I guess, in this story, it's like a thief who's breaking into a house, but it turns out it's kind of like a trap, and his soul has been
stolen, basically
sucked out of his body.
They say they made a copy of his soul or some shit.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a mystery going on, right? I think the big part of this one for me was the art. I think Christian's art, it's got some really cool moments.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess I can show it on the actual screen. So this is from Spectregraph. So I don't know. The art for this one was pretty top tier for me. I think A is fair.
Yeah,
that's where I'd put it.
You wanna Shepherd? You wanna describe that one? Actually, I'll describe it.
Yeah,
it's I think there's pirate attacks on these giant ships where they transport humans.
Yep.
And this guy's making a pitch about hey, we created this basically AI trained robot humanoid thing that will defend the ships. And I want to say C or D.
Yeah, for this one,
I didn't like it that much. Who wrote it? I mean, not to shit on them, by the way. It was still good. I'm just in the context of everything else, it was okay for me.
Yeah. So the second story Christian mentioned, it's called Shepherd. It's written by Marc Bernardin, art by Ariela Kristantina. The art I thought was pretty. You know what it reminded me of was Frank Quietly.
It reminded me of the Flash Omni that we have.
Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
So the art was fine for me. I didn't dislike the art, but I think you're right. The story I didn't really.
Yeah.
It was only a couple pages.
I will say,
a taste test,
even if we put something on D over here, I would read any of these stories, and I will buy all of these if they come out.
100%.
Thoroughly enjoyed them, but I cannot put Shepherd over a C. So D sounds pretty okay.
Yeah. To be clear, all these stories, maybe with the exception of one, which I'm sure we'll get into, that I wasn't a fan of at all. All of these are if these were continuing series, I would definitely read them. So definitely almost nothing but bangers for sure. So D's not disrespect at all. All right, next one is What Blighted. Wait, that's not right.
Yeah, that's the last one. But we can go
eight
for
rules.
That
Eight rules
to make it out in
One Piece, dude.
Fucking put that in S tier right now. I fucking love that.
You like it too? Okay.
I love.
I was gonna put it. This was my favorite one.
Yes.
So for those that didn't get a chance to read it, 8 rules to make it out of One Piece. It's kind of like a spy
Yes.
story, but it's a female spy.
Yeah, and super like old school like art. Like,
Yep.
I love this story.
Dude, so this is this. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna show the one with.
Oh yeah, don't show that one. Although you
I will
kind of
not show
did
that.
right now, but I'll have to blur it out. So you're just giving me extra work.
No, I didn't show that. Maybe I don't know.
I saw it.
I saw it too. I saw it too. All right, so this one was written by Elsa Charretier, sorry, and PK Colinet. Art by same person. So she wrote and drew
It's
it.
honestly, it reminds me of Love Everlasting. Art
It's
wise.
the same artist.
Oh,
Yep.
great. Yeah,
Yep.
no. What a fucking banger of a story.
She's got style, man. Like,
And I will say, like, this episode of like, it's gonna run long. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
fucking care. Like, this, we gotta talk about this art.
oh
So
yeah,
good.
for sure, dude. She killed it. Writing wise, it's really funny, really witty. It's super fast. I mean, the protagonist just seems like a badass, bro.
Yeah,
I'm,
no.
I'm trying to read more about her. You know what I'm
So
saying?
violent, but like
Yep.
tastefully violent. It wasn't-
Colors are popping. I don't think she did someone else did the colors. Nick Filardi.
Mhm.
Colors are killing it. This one was great. Deserves its spot in S tier.
Yeah.
This one I think is continuing.
Good.
I'm pretty sure.
Great. That's the only one I was sitting here like, God, I hope they continue that.
Well, the art style to me, it kind of reminds me of like a Bruce Timm kind of, right? Or like a
I usually
Like,
think of the.
who did New Frontier?
I don't know.
I forget. Darwin Cook.
Darwin Cook. Yeah, I was gonna say it makes me think of that snowman short that Pixar had. When they did the little shorts, the animated shorts.
Before each movie.
Yeah, they had like a snowman one, and there's some like models in that one. That's what it reminds me of. It probably won't make sense for a lot of people.
If you know, you know, though.
It's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah, that one is a banger. I like that one. Eight rolls to make it out of one piece.
Yeah,
Very good stuff.
I love it.
All right, next one, dude. I think this is the one, the Hearse one. What's mine is Hearse.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
For me, this one's a D. I think that.
Really?
So, like, from an art standpoint, the art's killer. Like, the art's
Yeah.
like.
I definitely put it. I would say it's C, honestly, because I mean it's based on a true story.
Yep.
It's weird as fuck.
It's weird. It's very weird.
It's very, very weird. Should we get into it? Like it's
kind of like morbid and kind of gross a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, but the art is really good. Like,
the art
art's
is
killer.
really good, and I would say C. I think D for this one would be too low because it definitely
True.
like I was like the last page I was like, what's gonna happen next?
Right. Like, I'm flipping through. Like, I read it. It's just
Yeah.
like, I'm not a big fan of necrophilia. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, but hey, listen, it's based on a
I'd say
true
C.
story.
yeah.
And definitely once it ended, like with the last panel, I was like,
Yep.
oh, I have to keep reading this 100%. What's gonna happen next?
Yeah. This is one that if it doesn't continue, I'd be fine with it. I'd be
No,
like,
no,
"Oh,
I
cool.
wouldn't.
Let's
ca-
see what these artists.
if they don't
working on
continue
next,"
it, I'd
but-
just be like, okay, sure, whatever. But
Right.
it definitely, I was like, oh, that's the end, because they don't
Right.
really explain much.
No.
So yeah, what's mine is hers. The weirdest one of the day for sure.
The weirdest one for sure. Yeah, I think you're right though. Like, as I was flipping through it, definitely C. I think C is a good spot for it to land. All right, the next one, dude. We've got A Blessed Day. So this one, okay. So like something we didn't talk about at the beginning, but when we're talking about Distillery and like all their output so far, they've hit all the different bases, right? Like they've
Yeah,
got
100%.
some heaven and hell type of stuff. They got some horror. They got some cowboy stuff for old Kody, cowpoke Kody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this one is their heaven and hell story. So it's written by, Mirka Andolfo did the story, art, and colors. She's a very popular comic book creator. She did that series like Sweet Paprika.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know
Yep.
it was the same writer or artist, but I definitely got those vibes.
I thought this one was pretty good. I think this one's pretty good. I'd probably
No,
put this one in B. What do you think?
I was gonna say C or B. It definitely wasn't one that like immediately like made me want to like rush to read it.
So like essentially in this one, I guess this guy's like he's like a devil or like
Yeah.
a demon, but he's a talent manager, and the whole idea is the talent that he manages, like the biggest pop stars in the world, they're actually working for like the devil or whatever,
Yeah.
like demons.
It's a
So
cool
it's not
concept.
good to be exactly right. I think concept is pretty cool. It's kind of word heavy, I guess. Like if I'm flipping through, it's kind of got a lot of dialogue boxes, but art was killer. I think that one for B. That's where I would put it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Yeah, B is good. It was good. The art was beautiful. Wouldn't like jump to read it though.
100%. Yeah, definitely. That's a good way to put it. Next up, we got the Stowaway by Jock.
You know, I didn't like this one.
Oh wow, I think that's a hot take. Dude.
And I'll say this: not enough happened for me to like be hooked on it.
So okay, so I know what you mean. I know 100% what you mean. So for this one, this is one that's like it's upcoming. Like Jock's gonna
Yeah.
be doing, and it's weird because the way this one ends. I guess I don't know if it's a spoiler. I don't know, but he says like that was close. I almost got caught. Like I'm safe this time, right? We know for a fact the whole
Yeah.
series is that it does get caught, right?
Yeah. I will say like I put it. I ranked all of them, and this was my
Yep.
lowest rank.
Wow, that's
Not-
crazy.
Like I said, not that it was bad. I would still read
Yep.
all of these.
100%.
It's just for me, it was a D. And I listen.
Damn.
You, what did you rank it? What would you rank it so we can like do some math and put it
So
here.
so flip it through, right? Let me just do some.
The art
so
was
the
really
art-
good, by the way.
Art's killer. Jock always kills it on the art. So like art alone, this is like an A for me. Like this is like my vibe. This is like my style of comic. Like if a comic looks like this, I'm probably happy. You know what I mean? I think what takes it down a little bit for me is kind of just how it ends. Like
Yeah,
it seems like it's like you can start his new series the actual Stowaway series. You can start
Yeah.
that without having read this
100%.
story.
I
You know
don't
what I mean?
think like you'd be lost at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why like it just felt like it was like they needed him to write something. Does that make any sense?
it's like, hey, right, like what's like a teaser for your story, and it's like he almost gets. We might see him like this exact same stuff in the
yeah,
actual story. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like I it just didn't hook me from the get go.
It's got a cool vibe though. Like the world, I guess I will say, like
Yeah, no, it was
Uh,
pretty good.
spaceships and stuff. And
I like the art a lot. I will say that the art was pretty good.
so you say D. I was leaning on like A for this one, but then you're right. It does take it down because the ending. You want to say like
Let's say
either
a C,
B or C.
B or C. Yeah,
I'm gonna say B because I thought it was pretty good.
I
I
respect,
thought it was pretty good.
I respect it.
All right, man. That's compromise.
Then we have deleted
Deleted
scene
scene.
number 2.
This was the cowboy one.
Yeah, how'd you feel about it, honestly?
So flipping through now.
Not very memorable.
Written by Brian Azzarello. Eduardo Riso does the art.
Not very memorable, I will say.
Nah, so just to show people, it's kind of got like a watercolor.
The art was really good, but like the
Yeah.
story itself, I'm like sitting here thinking like, did it really spark enough interest for me to like I know you like cowboys a lot.
But like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
I-
this one's like a D or C for me, just because it wasn't.
I would definitely put it in D.
Yeah, I would put it in D. It's just like a bunch of cowboys talking, but I get like the vibe. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
one continues.
There's
It's
something
definitely one that I can
sinister
see
going
myself
on.
loving. Right.
So yeah, I
I'm
mean,
a-
I'd say just let's throw that in D, man. There's not a lot to say about deleted scene number 2.
Yeah, very short. It's like super short compared to the other ones. So.
Yeah,
Um,
we got White Boat next, and Cody, I think this might be another one.
okay, so White Boat. Just to give people the premise, right? This dude, he reviews boats for a magazine. He gets invited onto this like huge luxury
That's like
billionaire yacht.
in the world, in the boat world. This is like the boat.
Yeah, it's like, yo, this boat's cool, but the owner of the boats is like super mysterious, right? Like what's going on?
Like the boat like never looks the same in pictures. Like
Yeah, it's very and so what happens is he gets stuck on the boat, and it's like he's just going crazy, and he gets all horror, and he's getting pushed deeper and deeper and deeper into the bowels of the boat, right? Like he's just lost.
and like random, like it's his room out of nowhere, but he's still in the boat.
Yeah, it's like his childhood room or something like that.
Yeah.
So like very much like a psychological horror. This one's an S.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This is my second S. Yeah.
So the thing about this one, guys, it's written by Scott Snyder, art by Frank Avila, who mentioned before he did the cover for cover B. Dude, Frank Avila.
Yeah.
Like people need to be on the lookout for this guy, bro. There's a series that he works with Scott Snyder a lot. Like him and Scott Snyder have a really great partnership going on. They did a series called Night of the Ghoul. You gotta somehow read it. You, Christian.
Oh,
you.
What is it about?
Night of the Ghoul. It's a horror. Some like old timey movie from back in the day is like he's trying to work on it and restore it, and he goes and meets with like the old director, who's in like a nursing home. The nursing home's kind of evil. You're not supposed to like finish this movie because it's like an evil movie type of thing. It's very much your vibe, but it's this art. You know what I mean?
No,
like
send it to me, like 100%.
So let me just show the art for the people here. Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Sort of reminded me of some scenes in Ugly Americans. This like really old, well, not really old, but it's like early 10s. I don't know if 10's how you say it. Cartoon show from Comedy Central. Really good. And yeah, the art is fucking beautiful. I love
Frank Avila, man. It kills it. Every single story, like the more and more I read of him, he just keeps killing it.
That's what I'll say. I mean, I think Whitepo is an S tier. I'm glad we agree on the S's.
It seems like it will, right? You get the vibe that it will continue. Or...
I'm glad we agree on the S tier books, though. I will say.
Yeah, this one, after I finished reading them, I was just like just kind of scared and unnerved, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a good sign of a good horror. But yeah, what a great team.
Yeah.
Snyder and Frank Avila, man. Keep it up, guys. S tier.
What
100%.
happens next?
The next one, we've got What Happens Next. So that was that story about, it's like a far future where they figured out every possible scientific question you could ever have.
Yeah.
Except for the question of what happens after you die.
Exactly.
And like humanity, it looks like they live on this like ring that like goes around. It's pretty sick on the ring, I guess.
Yeah.
Art for this one, it kind of reminds me of The Shepherd.
Yeah.
Like kind of the same kind of vibe. Feeling like a C.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Not that it was bad. Like we keep saying, we really probably sound like a broken record, but
it just needed more. I'm not like, the ending was supposed to be this like twist.
Right.
But it didn't really do much for me.
Just to show people.
You know what I will say? The lettering was really good.
The lettering was great, yeah. Lettering was great for sure.
Which I don't know if that's a compliment to the book when we're out here complimenting the lettering alone.
Oh, okay. So story and art by Jamie McKelvey. Yeah. Jamie McKelvey. Oh yeah, and the art's by Bidikar. So that's probably why you like the art, because
yeah.
I mean, kills it on the art every time. But the lettering.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'd go for C for that one. Not very memorable, but
yeah.
Next one, Waiting to Die. Rom V writer, Lee Garbett artist. This one's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say B.
Okay. I think this one. So for those that didn't get a chance to read it, last time I'm gonna say it. Sorry guys, keep forgetting. So there's like a solar flare that's gonna hit the Earth, and it's just gonna ruin everything. It's gonna fry everything. You're gonna like lose your memory and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So to me, this one was kind of just like a short story. I don't think this one's continuing. I didn't get that vibe. Just like these two people that are in a relationship together, dealing with the end of the world. Type
Somewhat
of thing.
unhappy in the relationship as well.
Yeah.
It's good though. I mean, I can't complain about it. I just cannot. I cannot sit here and be like totally crazy about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would put this one low A's, high B. 'Cause I think from like an art standpoint, art's killer.
I was gonna say B.
It's just like a short and sweet, like little complex love story about the end of the world type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in.
Yeah, come on.
Which one?
B
or A?
B. I think it's a B.
Okay. All right.
Listen.
Last one, guys. Last one in Deep Devil's Cut number 1. We've got. Ooh, this one was good.
Yeah,
I think.
no. I was gonna say this is probably an A.
So, what blighted flame burns in thee? Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotte are the storytellers. So, I'm guessing that Tula did the art, and Becky probably did like the dialogue.
The art
and they
was
came
probably
up with the story together.
It's definitely top 3 art in the book.
Yeah, art is killer. I mean, so we're talking about this woman. She's being like accused of being like a witch. There's like a plague going around the town or whatever. But yeah, I mean that art, the use of color, right? It's very monotone except for her dress. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and blood and something.
Yeah, and blood. Kind of like a old timey like English thing going on, and then like some witches maybe.
Yeah.
So I think this one was great, man. And then it gets to like this kind of art, like changes like the art style.
I was gonna say A for this one, honestly. I can't really say much, but just A.
I'm thinking A too.
Yeah.
A very unique art style. Wait, does it switch art styles halfway through?
Yeah, slightly, or like might be the same artist, but that artist just did something different for a second.
Like right when it hits this point, it like switches art style for a sec.
Yep.
And then it actually looks like it doesn't go back to that old style. It's kind of weird.
Listen, I still thought it was an A.
Yeah, for sure. I still think it's an A. I'm just a little confused because looking back on it, it's probably like a story choice, I'm assuming. Maybe if I read it more deeply, it'd be. Anyways, yeah, I'd give this one an A. This one's pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. That looks like a pretty good list to me, dude.
Yeah, it's very there. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's like a normal distribution curve, probably. You know what I'm saying?
I will say, most excited about eight rules to make it out in one piece, White Boat, and Spectregraph.
True. Those 3 are those 3, and then probably if you add if you had the stowaway from me, just like when the actual series starts, those 4 are going to be like my most anticipated distillery output, I guess. But yeah, man, I mean that was Deep Cuts number 1, guys. That's the tier list.
The Devil's
If you read it,
Cut.
definitely let us know. That'll be the question down below, by the way. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was our tier list for all the Devil's Cut stories. We talked about distillery and our thoughts on distillery in general a lot more on our podcast, Color Break. Definitely check it out in the link down below.
Yeah, we definitely want to start like getting segments that we think are worthy of their own video and put it here in the Color Break YouTube channel. And yes, maybe some people just want to watch that, but if you want to listen to the pod, we'll put a link in the description and put it up here somewhere. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. Go check out the merch if you want to, although you don't have to. We would just prefer it if you did. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day.